Good, Cancer. How we doing? This is our October 5 Aspects of Self reading 2021. Cancer, October of 2021. For spiritual, we got the Emperor in reverse, or the Amon in reverse. For intellectual, we have Four of Swords. For physical, we got Five of Cups. For social, we got Knight of Wands. And emotional, we've got Shatagua, Death in reverse. Angel Arena message for Cancer, October of 2021. Tiferet, Heart and Beauty. Mausoleum message for Cancer, October of 2021. The Exile, Forsaken Soldier. Enchanted Map message for Cancer, October of 2021. Intention. Unknown Emperor in reverse is reference to instability, false start, impractical idea, lack of foundation, wasted force, inertia, heaviness, rigidity of mind, lost opportunity, anxiety, failure to perform, impotence. This is tough. This is really, really tough, especially after September's reading, thinking that we're going to have a good month and doing the work and thinking we're all good. So September, I think, if we did it right, and we got our mind in accordance with the spirit of September in the reading, go back and watch that if you haven't. Then this is the temptation to go back to before what we learned. Because, the Emperor here in reverse being all instability, right? Not stable in our spiritual aspects of ourselves. Lost opportunity. So if maybe you didn't do the work and it was a lost opportunity, and now it's coming to fruition in October with failure to perform, impotence. Spiritually, it's a tough month for Cancer in October. A very I'm so tempted to go recluse, go crawl back in our shell, and get back down to the depths of the ocean, to where we feel safe and comfortable, feeding off the bottoms of the ocean, which is not necessarily a good thing. So, lack of foundation. With what I'm picking up for myself in the readings I'm doing, Cancer, it's a time to actually be a hermit again. And I know it's like, why we were just out, In October, I think we have to go back and recess, sit in the zero of the high and low, balancing the force, and not expressing ourselves so much, not sticking out so much anymore. We need to get back in our protective shells, and because we're just going to get our limbs cut off. All the other signs are just, and Cancer's the one that gets shitted on the most. So, but as long as we stay away from everybody, I'm going to do readings still, but I'm not going to be communicating with anybody. So I might close down shop, even though I just opened it. I might have to be like, we're closed in October. Come back November, maybe. I'll let you know in the next month's reading, and we'll see. Four of Swords, rest after struggle, end of worry, repose, convalescence, recovery, peacefulness, hermit's retreat, solitude, refuge. That's exactly what I was just talking about. Paying homage, sending out the love, with our inner works at home, away from everybody, sending them the energy they need to overcome and heal, or to do the work they need for their self mastery. I'm so glad I can do this at home and not have to go out there and mingle with other people for October for things like this. I've done that my whole life. I've worked in all my life with helping others in some form or fashion. Every job I've ever had to do with serving others in some way. And I'm at that point where I can't do that anymore. I have to do it from home. I have to do it because, I got 2 little girls I got to worry about. And Mom can't do it. She can't handle the 2 girls by herself. She's only 5 foot, 100 pounds. And our youngest one she's a wild one, okay? She needs some enforcement in her life to help her stay focused. So, that's what I'm there to do. I take them all their appointments. I take them to school. I do all the participation and stuff, so Mom can work and rest. And hopefully we move soon to a new, better place. And these are the things I'm thinking about. And the example for you cancers out there that may be also feeling the same way. So it's like, we can't, unless you're young and you need to provide those years of service in your, karmic or life experiences, or to build up to who you really are later down the line. If you're older, like I'm 38 and be 39 next year. So, I've worked in those types of fields since I was 14. It's like more than half my life. So, I have the years of service to others, and not doing the work for myself and taking care of myself and doing things that help me. And I struggle in those services, and I went from job to job because I can't just not be authentic to who I am and speak my truth and just be a good service slave to others. I can't do that. That's not who I am. That's not my true essence, my true purpose and soul alignment. Okay, so that's why I got on YouTube and started doing this, because this is where I can actually be myself and be who I am and have fun doing it. 5 of Cups references disappointment, anxiety, sadness, hope dashed, bad news, unkind treatment, insult from a friend, troubled marriage, meager inheritance. So financially, home life, your body, like overindulgence. I'm pretty much overweight. I think I weigh around 280 pounds, 6 foot. I got a problem. I need to get healthy and cut back on my calorie intake or something. Maybe eat every other day, or change my diet in some way where I potentially can consume my own fat in some way. You may say, "Oh, well, go out and exercise." It's easier said than done when you're in a situation like I am. If when I have the money, I do go out. I walk, right? We don't have a vehicle, so I have to walk to go do anything. I have to walk. I have to ride the bus, so I'm walking. So don't act like I don't do anything. I'm just sitting on my butt. No, I take my girls to school and pick them up without a vehicle. I go to their appointments without a vehicle. I hike a mountain to record a video. See, so it's not like I'm not aware of it. Act as if you're there, right? So I'm acting as if I'm there. I'm doing the work. So it's tough. It's a tough month. Like I said, we're gonna have to be a hermit. Go back in our shell in October. Knight of Wands, a young man who is hasty and rash, who acts quickly without thinking, sometimes in violent ways. His temper is explosive, and when it erupts, it scorches anyone who is near. If he does not emanate and immediately act, he falls into an indecisive state of mind that paralyzes him because it makes him see both sides of the question equally, until at last he seizes on some unconsidered course merely to free himself from doubt. So this is the social aspect of yourself, and blazing around like you were before is not the answer. Unfortunately, this is the problem. In October, this is going to cause just more conflict and bringing in the true desires. It's going to cause those true desires to just go further away from you. So, like I said, we got to be a hermit. Get off the Twitter. Get off the Discords. Get off the social connections and media for a month. Unfortunately, it's like sober October for social, for Cancer. Death. Shathuga. In reverse, it's referenced dark night of the soul, terror, failure of faith, spiritual emptiness, surrender to physical urges, loss of direction, a death. So your heart is going to tempt you to do what you're not supposed to do. Dark soul, dark night of the soul, terror, failure of faith, spiritual emptiness, surrender to physical urges. So, what do they call it? Self pleasure in the bedroom, all alone. Been working on that. Been doing good. But in October, the urge to do it again is going to be there. Can't be doing that. You gotta stick with what you worked on in September and keep going with it. And if it had to do with social, cut it out. Come back to it later. In October. Loss of direction. Not continuing what you need to be working on from the home life aspect that has nothing to do with other people. Your heart is going to be tempted and tested. And it's the strongest part of you, Cancer. So if it becomes corrupted, you're going to be corrupted yourself. So you can't let the heart be corrupted. Got to be careful. Tiferet, heart and beauty, the sixth emanation, the temperance force that allows the rest of the emanations to coexist in beautiful harmony. Tiferet is without extremes or absolutes. As each other aspect rages out around him, he neither yields nor resists. He is the equilibrium that exists between those forces. He is the guiding hand that braces against the many aspects of the tree to gracefully bring them toward one another. The yellow orb brings balance to the universe. Forming the midpoint between Keter and Malkuth, he defines a pillar of balance. At the glowing center of the tree and the midpoint between all its relationships, he distributes energy from each emanation back across its paths. It's a careful balancing act, incorporating such extreme opposites, but this is the nature of the tree as a whole. Tiferet mirrors the structure of the tree, existing as a microcosm of the whole. He's referenced to art, health, and community. So you got to be the balance, and you can't give in to the heart's temptations, or be the social blazing, running around, just causing a ruckus and doing the things that you may have done in the past that you shouldn't be doing. The exile, forsaken soldier. The exile is a lost, broken figure haunted by dim memories of former victories. Once he was a glorious supreme commander, a leader of soldiers, and a feared warlord. Now he is a rootless wanderer, unable to fully grasp who he was, and unable to understand what he could become. The exile represents someone who has failed in spite of their cleverness, skills, or strategic abilities, and who cannot understand why they have failed. It is a sign that the answers one seeks cannot be found within oneself, unless one accepts the reality of one's situation. This is in reference to strategy, failure, and trauma. So you have to sit there and be with yourself and understand where you are in life, and not overindulge or overexpend or spend too much or try to fill a void that's not going to be filled. Intention. Deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change your world. Your objectives will be fulfilled at this time. Inspired intentions are like magic arrows shot into the sky. The universe is bringing you a gift. showing you that you're hitting your mark. Recognize that you're not the one who has to do all the work. However, others help you co-create reality. You connect to the power of your intention, sending it out into the field. Then allow for synchronicity to work its magic. Perhaps the good intentions of others will inspire you to send out beautiful ones of your own. Own the life you want to lead and live deliberately with clarity and detachment. Are you clear about your intentions, or are you in a foggy state of denial about your true motives and or ambitions? This is the time to step back and gain perspective and clarity about your direction. Check your motives and ask if they are sincere. Are you pursuing some goal blindly without asking its cost? Good intentions are being misinterpreted. Now is the time for self-evaluation and self-nurturing. You will benefit greatly if you take time out to regroup, like I said. And that was our reading, Cancer, for October of 2021. Thanks for watching. I hope the best for you. See you next month.